your latest news update from Western Mass News.
I'm Chris Pisano with a look at your headlines. Police have released body cam footage from the scene when 2 Connecticut police officers were shot and killed. The footage is from the lone surviving officer as they responded to a house for a fake domestic violence call and were ambushed by the suspect. The surviving officer shoots back, killing the suspect. Connecticut's Inspector General ruling the use of force was justified. A 13-year-old boy is seriously injured after he was hit crossing Route 9 in a crosswalk last Tuesday. Today, the Northwestern DA's office says they have recovered the passenger side mirror of the van suspected of hitting the boy. Investigators say they believe the van is a 1997 to 2004 white Ford Econoline cargo van. And Russia continuing their attacks on Ukraine today, sending kamikaze drones to the capital city of Kyiv. At least 4 people have been killed in today's attacks. Ukraine fighting back against the drones, shooting down 36 of the 42 launched. The attacks were targeting Ukraine's national energy utility. Search and rescue operations are currently underway.
I'm meteorologist Janna Brown with a check of your forecast. We do have a cold front getting ready to come into the area tonight, so shower chances will be increasing after the sun goes down. We'll have a period of rain early, possibly a brief downpour. Doubtful we'll have any thunder, and then some lingering showers overnight as that front slowly makes its way to the coast. We stay cloudy, a little bit of fog with temperatures dipping into the middle and upper 40s. Then for tomorrow, we're going to start off with maybe a lingering shower around sunrise. Early clouds will give way to sunny skies for the afternoon, and breezes are still on the lighter side. Temperatures climbing back into the upper 50s for much of the valley. Now, this big upper level low over the Great Lakes is going to continue slowly pushing northward toward Hudson Bay. Now, we will eventually have an increase in breeze and drier weather coming in, especially Wednesday and Thursday. It'll also be unseasonably cool across western Mass, but that will change by the end of the week. As we take a look at the next couple of days, by Thursday, we're in the mid 50s, same for Wednesday. By the end of the week, highs are in the low 60s, and we could get close to 70 by the weekend.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.